are. Right, guys? Am I being attacked in that? What the fuck? Why wasn't that pausing? That's bizarre. Whatever. We're back with morning Maneater. It's next, not morning. It's technically noon right now. But, yeah. Continuing on, I work at 4, so we'll have some time here to play some Maneater. Yeah, we need to get 40% in this area, and then we'll need to go over here to take down the apex. So that's the current plan for this episode. I don't know what we're looking for right now. I mean, we just need to do anything, really. We need, what, 5 more percent? So let's do that one. Also going to listen to RGP Live Feed Update. Haven't done that yet. I did just finish watching the Challenge All-Stars, which was fun.
Can't do it. You saw yesterday's update. You know where I stand on this. I'm very confused about it.
Alright, where am I going?
Yesterday's update was really funny. I could see the steam coming out of the robot's ears.
Where's
it
that?
Was amazing, and I felt so bad for you. And we got more than you.
We did. I did predict that we would, and we did in fact get more. It was day 40 in the house, and we're gonna tell you about everything that happened. But you know what? I refuse.
Alright, let's just do that thing.
To go over every time they waffle here, because it's just not gonna happen. These people.
This synthesized protein makes a great between-meal supplement, giving the shark the energy she needs to put on serious
Let's have a
mass.
discussion.
Alright, let's just,
They listen to a different person and they're like, let's think about that and have a discussion. And like, I'm the person that's like examine everything.
Ah, fuck.
Always think about it, always try. No more. Just shut your brain down and just do the thing already.
Fuck. God damn it, I ain't get anyone.
It's so funny how like we went from a season where they're like, oh, we know what we're doing, everything's we're good. And on a Friday or a Saturday, we knew what we were doing. To a season where they don't know what they're doing 10 minutes out from just right now. Like, it's such a
Ah, shit.
it gets tiring. It really does get tiring. So there has to be a happy medium. You have to be able to consider all your options, but not do it.
What the fuck? Why is this such a hard area to get into?
Heat and lack of oxygen can be taxing for a shark.
Vic is gonna make one final pitch at the end of the day. That's the one I'll talk about, but it's happening throughout the day. The debates back and forth are happening throughout the day, but they're all the same every time, so it doesn't matter. Vic is going to campaign to Braden, and apologize for coming after him.
No, what? Oh, fuck off.
Promises that she will be back in the future, but he's not really into the pitch, which you can kind of tell. This is going to get in her head in terms of what she's going to say. Her final pitch, as in that pitch, she's going to be throwing Braden under the bus.
Hard. Like, hard.
Yeah.
Alright, I don't think this is working. I've only done 2.
Great for Braden. Tara is going to talk with Ty, give him a pitch. He says again, like, hey, Vic isn't putting me up. She says, I'm not either.
I should go back.
She
Oh, wait,
says
can I
she's
not?
putting up Ro and Braden, or whoever they think is best to go out, to get Ro out. That's the plan. That's what she's doing.
Let's head here.
It's just, again, the same pitches over and over. But she does go and give Braden a heads up that, hey, I'm having to tell the triangle that...
Yeah, not that much to update on. I really just watched the circle, or not the circle, watched the challenge.
On Twitter that this conversation was reported to be that Tara said to Braden that she was going to put him up on the block, but that was not the case. She was not. She was saying that she was going to be doing that, but she was not actually going to be doing it.
Yeah.
Oh. Can we get that? Ah. Damn it. Okay, no, can't do it.
Your thoughts thoughts on how they asked her so many times what she's gonna do. It's almost to the point where I think she might be browbeaten into submission. Like, I don't know.
I don't think so. But
Mutagen 23
yeah,
is
we'll
certainly
talk about
heating
it.
up the evolutionary
Beth
fuck,
process.
let's do one more
does
thing.
talk to the cameras. She wants to
Alright,
reiterate
that's alright.
her final two that she's had with Tina from day 2. That's she's feeling very confident in her game right now. She's like, day 2 final 2 with Tina, gonna really nail it out. I want to convince Brayden that I'm gonna take a shot at the guys, get a final 2 with him.
Should be it.
And I've got Roe as a
Yeah, there we go,
backup plan.
41%.
If he keeps winning, then I can just go to him and be like, yeah, I've been with you. As if he would believe her at this point,
So
considering
now-
all the waffling she's done all week.
This Beth
Let's try this
I was
again.
like, oh wow, yeah, let me take some notes because Beth is feeling herself. Beth likes the smell of her own. You know what? She was walking around the OLG room calling herself the baddest bitch in the house. Vic is not that. I am that. I was just like,
so far
wow,
from what I've
Beth.
seen, it looks like my other channel is
Wow.
a bit stabilized already.
It's here in the drive that the
She
shark can
ran
discover
down the
the
list of all of the
absolute
players,
serenity deep
and
within
Somehow,
the soul.
today it looks like views are going to be lower than what they were on Tuesday. It's like, how the fuck did that happen? That thing stabilized that quickly,
feel like I
but
have not
what
heard
are
of
you going
this
to do, I
before.
guess.
Am I? Or did I just forget?
Alright, so, shit, wrong one.
When the Sunsetters were still a real thing, she talked about, and this was one of the reasons why we were so impressed with Tina. So
Oh, I need to be
that
adult?
She had
Damn it.
Toya, she had Kiefer, and she had Beth within the Sunsetters. And Beth was saying that Tina was her key to winning this game. She wanted to bring Tina to she's wanted to bring Tina to the end from the very, very beginning. She's always seen Tina as a goat. And she gets frustrated when Tina does well in the game because she thinks that she's done nothing and she's a goat. And so she's felt like
Is it even worth it?
with Tina for a very long time. And it used to be like plan A. Now it's
Fuck
more
it,
like
well, I
I
will
guess
do
plan
it.
B or C at this point.
Yeah, because even if she did have that final 2 with Tina, she's done nothing.
So let's see how this goes.
Over the last 5 to 6 weeks, like absolutely nothing. If you would have told me this 3 weeks ago, I would have been like, "There's no way." Because even after, like, even within the Sunsetters, after Toya and all of that, Beth still seemed closer to Austin than she did to Tina, and Beth actively got Austin out, or helped get Austin out. So I just don't. I get Beth has put Tina in a spot in her own mind, and but she's not really seeing the actual bigger picture, and that's gonna bite her. That on top of the fact that she's playing everybody, because we gave her kills at the beginning of the week. Because Beth was doing great with her HLH. She
Remember
uses
old
H-
Beth? Remember the Beth of the olden days in the beginning of the week when we were like, whoa, she's making a big move.
The Bayou Brawl,
Look at Beth.
the American alligator.
Let's try this again.
Undid all of the work. I was on Twitter. I was rooting for it. I was like, yes, Beth. Undo all of that.
It's so
hard
fucking
work.
far away.
Medium targeted from the top. So, I mean,
Okay, it's going a lot better. Still not doing that much damage to it though. But, oh fuck. Fuck. Why is the camera so bad in this game? Okay. Yeah, it's going a lot better though. I think. Shit.
Yeah,
I think that's really all we needed. That was just better. Oh shit, hold on. Fuck.
I don't know if I've ever felt more like listening to them last night for the 100th time.
No.
I don't think I've ever
There we
felt
go.
more
Good enough. shit.
Not only are they, because it's one thing to be wrong, it's another thing to be very confident and wrong. It's another thing to be very confident and wrong and talk about it endlessly and go back and forth between different wrongs.
They are, as we say, loud and wrong. That is what they are. This is amazing. Like, this is, they
For decades,
There we go,
Rosie
we got
has
it.
been a star in Big B's Bayou Buddy stunt show. But our shark is far
So
too
it is.
young to appreciate Rosie's classic brand of celebrity.
Yeah, just make a decision. Make a decision. Alright, so, they have seemingly made a decision earlier in the day. They want to tell Vic that they're sending her home. And that's the plan. But Vic has some other things in mind.
Yeah, now we just need to return.
Let me tell you guys,
Fuck, we're still not
Vic has
leveled up
kind
enough.
of, you know, to fast forward, Vic has kind of given up at this point. But if Vic did a
Let's just get these cachets.
to these four, before the eviction, I think she still has a chance to stay, because that is how easily persuadable, this is how easily flip-floppy they are. Vic, if you can hear me, just all you need to do, 30 minutes before the eviction, go up to them and be like, I've got new information. It's, please don't send me home. And then they'll be like, oh man,
Hunger
should we
is
not
a driving
go?
force for the
So we do need to level up still.
My only quick question for you is, I know you guys said that Vic was tipped off by production, and you said that she did try to put in some work before she got back door. But did she? Because it sounds like she may have just been like, hey guys, don't put me out.
Come on.
Like,
Yeah, that was work. Yeah.
yeah. That's what I thought. It was like light work. She should have been putting in this work before.
So again, like this is all presumption, but you know, when we say tip off, what we mean is that she's asked, and we talked about this last night, she's probably asked questions in the diary room that indicated that she might be in danger when otherwise she wouldn't have thought so. And so because of that, she was like trying to prepare for it, but she wasn't sure that it was happening.
Alright, so flash
she
all
couldn't
back.
make, like, as Ro would say, a hard pitch for, hey, you're putting me up, right? You shouldn't because of X, Y, and Z. It was more like, you'd never do that to me, right? I'm super loyal. It would be a real big mistake if I ever went on the block. Not that I think I am, but, here's breakfast, by the way. Let me just do these dishes for you.
Yeah, it sucks because, I'm of two minds with this whole thing with Vic. She is actively reaping what she sows.
The
Like,
bull
you can't
retreats
say that she is not reaping
to the
what
grotto
she sows.
for
This
refuge
is just a
and quiet
culmination of
reflection.
all of the power that she has that she used in a way that just ended up not benefiting her. On top of just Ro getting that veto.
Oh, we have a
You know
new
what I'm saying?
thing?
Like, that was the luck.
What's this
It
do?
went against her this week. But
Hand speed.
I do
Oh, that's
still feel
good.
like, at least for the boys, that this was a bad decision, but the bad decision was putting her up, period. Like, once she's up, you gotta sit her out at this point because of all of the relationship building you were trying to do with the other side of the house at the beginning of the week, and then just you can't take that chance that she might feel some type of way of you doing it. So once she was up on the block, I was like,
So is that fully
you know, it
upgraded?
has to be a
Okay,
done
I
deal,
didn't
but
realize that.
I just don't
So there's
think
only
she
5
should-
tiers to
she
these
shouldn't
things.
touch the block if that's what they wanted to do. But
Yeah.
this is best HOH. It's best HOH, and it was good for the rest. I don't know about that.
The
no
beach
more
sure does
every
look
good
inviting,
thing
but
that
according
Beth
to the
did,
most
really
recent
every good
study,
thing that
the
Beth
sand
did,
here
she
contains
really had
dangerously
to
high
do, especially in
concentrations
that
of
house
fecal
meeting.
bacteria.
She said, oh yeah, this, they are the ones who told me to put you up. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I mean, it's still like it's still kind of advanced Beth's position, and it has given her more credit for jury. So I think overall it's still a better move for Beth.
Having detected a prey, the bull shark's sensorial system comes alive with amplified heart rate.
Fuck. This didn't go well. the fuck?
Probably the only play they
The
had left, but
cold-blooded
they were never
rover
gonna do that,
moves
so,
confidently through
so at
her
that
liquid
point,
elements.
you're completely right. They also needed to just let it happen and hope that they could win. And the worst thing that they could have done is go back and forth.
Yeah, it was the worst thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Vic gives her one pitch.
Okay.
She's got new information.
Fuck, I still don't know that.
It's Jet, Beth, Ty, and Kiefer. And this is, like, man can Vic talk. Like an hour-long pitch with nobody else saying a word. And it's exactly, it's, I don't know about anything else in life. While I appreciate Vic's hustle, at the same time, like, I do give Vic flashbacks to like very manipulative people who just won't let up on you, you know what I mean? And then, like, when you're finally like, but no, they're like, but how could you do that? Like, they get mad at you, they just never stop. That's Vic in the house, and she starts off all the regular campaigning. She's crying.
shit.
Can't believe that this is happening.
Might be stuck. Oh no.
But here's my new information.
Okay.
I've been hinting at this, but I haven't outright said it yet. But here's the thing.
No, what?
Brandon is working with Bro. 100%. I know it.
What the fuck?
To me, since last
Ugh.
morning.
Wait, this game's fucking targeting system is such shit.
All coming after you guys.
No, fucking fuck
And
off.
you know what? You know how I know for sure that Brandon's working with
No, what the
He was
fuck?
chosen for the veto. He said, "Oh, kill me now," because he knew that Bro would want him to use it on him, and that you would not want him to use it on Bro.
It took weeks for our crew to earn the shark hunter's favorite keeper potty always came in.
Alright, there we go.
Bro, they have never confirmed it to her, but she's pretending like they have. Great, love that. Brayden's
Well, that
saying
really actually, I didn't realize that. That gave us that much XP.
it makes no sense for Brayden and Roe to have confirmed to Vic that they're working together if they're trying to secretly work together. Ty points this out. He said, why would they feel comfortable? This was before I was on the block. Except, she already said it took place after she was on the block. After the house meeting and just this morning. So that's clearly false. She's been caught, but they don't see it. Then, she says that Roe, that the other piece of evidence is that Brayden said, oh, kill me now after the veto, because clearly he was in a hard place because Roe would want him to use it, and Beth would not want him to use it. Except what she doesn't know is that Beth wanted Brayden to use it. So that actually makes no sense. And Vic doesn't realize it. But again, they don't see it.
The hunt ends.
There's so
But this is
many
a mere
holes
pause in the
what she
eternal
says
struggle between man
constantly.
and nature.
But I think in some ways, because she's spewing out so much, and they need to think about all of it, they get overwhelmed with information, and they just completely can't see all of the massive holes in the story.
Yeah, like, Vic was so convincing. Like,
There we go.
I was watching it, I was like, she's making so many good points, and like you said, the points are laced with truth. I mean, truth that, Brayden and
Yeah,
Roe
truth that
are
she doesn't
working
know,
together.
though.
The trio are still, like, well, before this, they were kind of like, are they really? They might be,
The shark is now an adult,
but
and she should probably spend less, save
she
more,
lays
and
on
start
so much.
researching index
She
mutual
turns
funds.
on the waterworks. She points
Alright,
out how
so
she's worked for them,
nothing
and
is that.
she does start to get. You can tell it gets to Ty. You can tell
Okay.
it gets to
Oh,
Jen.
fuck.
But the moment they start really thinking about it, they're like, she might be for us right now, but we just can't trust her down the line. And this is why I say she's reaped what she sows, because this comes back to LT. This comes back to all the stuff with Austin. It's just like, we can't trust you because one minute people
This
are your
is,
allies, and
chapter
the
4.
next you're gunning for them. And
Or
if
chapter-
Ray and
or
Rose
episode-
trust you
episode
enough
4,
to
whatever
tell
it's
you
called.
this, that means you had to have been working with them at some point, and now you are throwing them under the bus. But you were doing it too late, and that's what they pointed out to her earlier yesterday within the meeting and all that stuff. Like, if you thought you were the double agent to be gathering information, why are we just finding out the information now, as opposed to why didn't you come straight back to us with the information?
These scavengers
And
of the
it's
sea
just-
are vital in
She's
cleaning
in a
the ocean
hole.
floors of
At
edible
least
and
she's campaigning.
semi-edible
I think
detritus.
this is the most campaigning we've seen within the last 3 weeks or so.
Yeah, I mean, this
Right?
is the most campaigning
Yeah, we've seen years. I
Years.
think.
Yeah, exactly. So they are trying to consider it. They are taking in what she's saying, and she's doing a good job. I mean, she really is. She's doing a good job, but at this point, you just have to get rid of her. I mean, they have to. They can't get around it.
I like watching Big Brother for, you know, the sort of the character study sometimes, and like the sort of being able to
Back aboard the
look
Cajun
at
Queen,
how people
family
interact in
tensions
these
are at
kind
an
of
all-time
environments
high.
and scenarios. If you are interested at all in the like different ways that people will try to manipulate in real life, like just listen to Vic's final pitch. She goes through so many different methods. I mean, we've already talked about how she likes to gaslight people. Anytime anybody brings up an objection or a question, she just talks right over them and doesn't let them talk, and just continues to bombard them with information to confuse them.
came down here
She
thinking it'd be a good
sprinkles in
opportunity for
some
private
crying.
sunbond.
How could you do this to me?
now?
You know, like they try to make it like, well, you messed up. And I messed up, but I'm the one hurt right now. You are the one that has hurt me. You are doing this. You have messed up. And then again, as they start to be like, well, we're still gonna have to vote you out, she turns it back around on them. Like, that's really shady. I can't believe you're doing this. She gets mad at them after she was just supposedly very sad and wanted to do whatever she could for them. Like, it's very textbook stuff here. And if you are somebody that has had trouble being manipulated in the past, then I think watching this could be genuinely helpful for you, because it is very much, you know, I think it's all of the tactics, like one after another.
Alright, so we go. Let's chapter 4.
And it's just hard because in this
Okay,
context,
so let's see what the objectives are here. Find the grow, revenge, hunt, population control, the top line, kill the apex, reach instantly level 4. Oh yeah, now I only got 2. Holy shit. Oh, wait, reach 4. Oh yeah, either way, yeah. That's 50%, and you go 50% on that.
Somebody campaign. And I think that she knew who she was campaigning to. You know what I'm saying? That's Big Brother. You know, people, that's Big Brother. Welcome to Big Brother. You figure out who you're campaigning to. You figure out what pitch is going to make them even consider your case. And Vic is good at doing it. She really is. And
is she though?
Hopefully she doesn't use this her talents for evil one day. You know what I'm saying? Like hopefully out in the real world.
If she was good at it, she'd be staying. Like
she's good at it. She really is. And I honestly, I want to be like just Victoria's mist. Like there was a little bit of mist like that came there, because for a minute in that room, everybody was like everybody was thinking about it.
Yeah, and I think that you know, we always try to give people the benefit of the doubt, in the sense that, like, just because they're manipulative in the house does not mean that they would be in real life. I know plenty of Big Brother players like Austin and Brayden earlier talked about how they don't think that's true, but you know, it's these are all the classic, you know, sort of manipulation tactics of people in real life, but you actually don't see them used in the house all that often, these kinds of manipulation tactics. So it's kind of interesting to see them in use here. But she makes a few big mistakes, I think, and even with like not only the holes in her story, but also in terms of the people she's talking to specifically. And these mistakes are really going to help them nail down exactly how they're going to say no to her. The first big mistake is that she thinks that she's like, oh, well, Ro is going to come after me. I'll be a shield in front of you. That's a great argument, except it's already been disproven in the past in this game. Kiefer did not put Victoria up, and they do not believe that Ro would come after her. They think that Ro would go after them and try to pull her in, and it would probably work. So that's a bad idea. But the biggest one, she says, first of all, you're going to look like idiots to Canada. Which, again, manipulation tactic, which is fine. But the biggest mistake she makes, in my opinion, in this pitch, is that she, at one point, relents and says, I mean, unless there's something I don't know. And it's that line that puts the thought in there, oh, wait a minute. We know more than her. what she's saying,
Fuck.
we can
How am I supposed to get up
discount
there?
everything she's saying because we have more information than she does. There is something she doesn't know. She's wrong about everything, and we're not going to tell her why she's wrong, but she is wrong. And so now she cannot make a case because she is at an information deficit in their minds. And just like that, there's nothing she can do.
Was she true
Wow,
at
okay.
an information deficit? I know they think that it's because she doesn't know about Tina. They're like,
Yes,
Tina is their
Tina
ace
is
in
the
the
key.
hole.
Fuck.
I mean, that's the thing. They now think she's at an information deficit,
Yeah,
and to some degree she is, but to another degree she knows more than they do.
What the fuck? What the
Right.
fuck? How am I supposed to get up there?
She gave them the opening to say,
Yeah.
well, maybe you guys know more than I do, and they were like,
Ah, fuck off.
we do know more than you do, actually.
But she's
That's
at
a good
an
point. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, she did. This was by far not a perfect, this was not Dan's funeral.
No, what?
At first I was like,
Oh, fuck off. God damn it.
Beat up there with a veil on? Because at first I thought it was gonna work, and then it just, no, it fell through it. And like I said, I don't know if I really care.
No, fuck off.
I do feel like I was on here with you last week, and I was like, man, I really wish you just used that invisible HOH just to cause as much chaos as possible, instead of trying to be cheap and pin it all on them. And then look where we're at now. So, yeah, I know you make the waffling and stuff, but I did really enjoy this last stretch of the night with Big Stitch and then everything that happened afterwards.
Yeah, so they asked her for some time to talk, and they talked over, again, the options, and Jed has been convinced. Jed is like, I think we should keep her. And Keeper even seems like he might be on point. Keeper's like, maybe the
What the
big
fuck?
move is to keep her around. Especially because they're like, because here's the thing.
Holy shit. Like, he actually did a lot of damage, isn't he?
That Vic is against Raiden. Kiefer wants people to be against Raiden. He wants Raiden and Ro to be the next targets. And so, it's obviously hard to know exactly if Kiefer would really live where he was pretending to be in the moment. But he is sort of, contributing toward this potential momentum toward, hey, let's actually keep Vic. Ty and Beth Ty is actually the most opposed at first. Beth just kind of on board. And they're like, well, first of all, let's just agree. Brayden's a snake. We can't trust him at all. If we win HOH, it should be Brayden and Ro on the block. If Ro wins the veto, Brayden leaves. And I'm like, whoa! Vic may not have succeeded in keeping herself, but she just really helped out Tara and screwed over Brayden.
Exactly. And when she keeps
The fuck?
that's what really
What is going on right now?
I think she might pull this off because he really was feeding into what Vic was saying. And he was the one factor that would need to put to actually have this done.
Although, just like, went to nighttime, like, super fucking broke quick.
That was what it is. Oh, I'm so upset because of course I'm rooting for Bray, and she dislodged him. She completely dislodged Bray from that fourth spot. She undid all of Bray's week and a half
Hunters
of work.
waste little time
one
hitting the water when a shark
she
becomes a threat
dislodged
to
him from
human
that
life.
fourth position. Keeper is now firmly in that position. Vic helped Keeper's game, and he will never know. Because just yesterday, 2 days ago, Karen, you were talking about how the trio was saying, like, oh, they might need to go after Keeper soon. And now, Keeper is in there. They have confirmed it. It's the forum. And I'm just like, wow. Like, dang, Vic, you're up in the wrong Keeper. So.
It's funny because I'm going to do my stopwatch device stream today on Twitch, twitch.tv/TerraNostrong, and I was
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna
like,
go all in on
when
Brayden
I was
anymore.
looking at the projections this week, I was like, oh wow, this is the first week where I feel like easy recommendation, Brayden, in a great spot here. They had to make it difficult in fact. They talk that about Brayden. They say maybe the big move is to keep Vic in the game. And Jed even walks
The
in.
savage shrimp.
And sort of interrupts the conversation. They're like, Tina, is Tara coming for us? No. I mean, look, as far as I know, and I think that I know, she's not coming for you at all. But just like, we don't understand why she's not working with Rob. Tina's like, why she's not working with Rob? Look, like, they're like, yeah, what are her long-term plans? And he's like, I don't know, actually. I mean, I don't think she has it. I mean, she's just in survival mode. She's playing week to week. She doesn't have a long-term plan.
Should we just continue on? Because like we're going to get a rank 4 anyway.
And it's the best move for her in the game to make it further. She doesn't want to go against you guys. And they're like, well, okay, do you think that Ro would target Vic? Definitely not. Are you kidding? Why would he do that? If Vic stays in the game, yeah, he's coming for you guys. Like, yeah, that's exactly what we said. And then Tara comes in. And at this point, I was like, Tara, Tina's doing great work. Stop. Get out of here. But Tara actually does a good job here. And they ask, first of all,
It takes 3 hours of training and $8
this
to
was to
become
your
a
point earlier.
licensed shark
They go
hunter.
straight up to
Don't
Tara and they
even
say,
bother with
Tara,
this formality.
why aren't you working with Ro? Wait, what do you mean? Why are you asking that question? Why aren't you doing this? You're basically saying to her, this is the obvious thing that you should be doing. Why aren't you? They're telling her she should be doing it by asking this question. She's like, what do you mean? What is that question? And she's like, I already told you, I want him out. The only people I trust in this game are Tina and Kiefer, and Kiefer's been telling me all game that you guys are not coming for me. I trust Kiefer when he tells me that. I do not want to come for you guys if you guys are not coming for me. I'm just trying to survive. This really lined up with what Tina said. It was great. That's been my game. I've been put on the defensive, and I'm just frustrated because I'm saying the same thing over and over. And I don't want to bug you and campaign to you over and over again like she is, but it's like she just gets to come in here and say the same thing and cry, and then it like I don't want to do that. Like I've already told you guys what makes sense for my game. And she can tell you all she wants. She's a soldier. But she also says that her comp wins were lucky. But then she says that she'll win comps for you. Like, which is it? And why do you guys need somebody to do your work for you anyway? You guys need to win and do it yourself. This is Big Brother. It's time to start doing things on your own. You don't need her in this game. Why would you need her? Why is she trying to make it seem like you need her? Tara doesn't, I don't know if she did this on purpose, but she does a great job of putting this in the perspective of, like, this is the weak move. That you guys feel like you need the crutch of Victoria in this game. How weak is that? Because they were just saying maybe the big move is to keep her in. And she completely upended that perspective in this rant that she goes on.
Yeah, and they had started to say like what's the difference? Either like we keep it this week, we know we have to win next week. We have to win next week. We let her go, we still know we have to win. They in that moment before Tina and Tara came in, I don't mean to go back, but they finally were like, no matter what, we need to win this HOH. And I was like, well, at least they got that out of that conversation because at least they know they really, really need to gun for it. So I was happy about that. Tina coming in, again, this is the power of Tina. Watching Tina on the feeds yesterday, when she is her Bray made cookies. I know I'm going off on a tangent, but I love her. When she's just talking to her Kiefer about making lemonade, I love her.
With their bitter
When
feuds
she's
and
with Tara, it
quasi-legal
is
get-rich-quick
so
schemes set aside for
negative,
now,
like when
the
they're
shark hunters
alone,
get to work.
that it has started to sour me on Tina. But when I started watching the feeds again for this and all of that, I remember why I loved Tina in the beginning. Not just because she's such a good strategic player, but because she's just easily likable and relatable. So when she came in to do that work for Tara, and just adapting to the situation right then and there, because she didn't know what they were going to throw at her. And just saying that, Tara, she's trying to survive. She's trying to make it day to day. And Tara just accidentally, because I don't think they talked about this beforehand. I don't think so, right?
This is a good read on Tara, I think.
Exactly. They finally did a good when they needed to at the exact same point that they needed to. So I thought
This is such a ridiculous. At this point, like this game's gotten like even beyond ridiculous with the way that we're like doing the combat. Like the combat's just gone so over the top too. Like obviously the concept is over the top. But I didn't feel like the combat was that ridiculously over the top until now.
She's like, I have to work. Why would I work with Ro? If I leave Ro in, I can't take all four of you out at one time. Just save Ro puts me in a bad position. She really did a great job of making her case to them, and that's my first thing. Like, I was like, is she explaining her case to herself too? She almost talked herself into not targeting the trio, and I think they could have firmly gotten all of the people in that room on side, but they messed up.
Yeah.
I think they messed up
Well,
at the end.
So I mean, she's just again, she's just like, I'm just so frustrated that I'm saying this, and she's like coming close to that line of like, she's clearly not frustrated only with Vic. She's clearly very frustrated with the people who keep making her plead her case. But she keeps it just before crossing the line, and it focuses it on Vic. Like, I can't, like, she makes me do this as if she's doing this to me. And she can come in here and cry and all she wants, but like, everybody has their story. The anniversary of my brother's death is coming up, and I really wanted to be here, and I didn't even want to bring this up. I didn't want to tell anybody because it's not part of the game. But she's in here with her own tears, trying to make it seem like she's the only one with a story, but everybody does. And I don't want that to be why you keep me. Logically, I am not coming for you. It's not going to be me and Ro against the world. It's just not. I'm not going to do that. Beth is just like, guys, we have to keep Tara. We have to keep Tara. And then they're like, okay, can you guys leave so we can chat?
And that was it. I was like, why? Keep everybody in this room. Consolidate. Say we have each other's backs. We're sorry, Tara. We're sorry that we considered that. We just wanted to go over all the options. Let's just say that we are all going to watch each other's back. We got you. You trust Keith. We trust Keith. Let's just bring it together. Sunsetters for life. No, that's not what they did. They dismissed them. Again, further proving that they are not in that cohort, that they are at the bottom of the pecking order, and they didn't waffle. They really just used that time for them to be like, okay, guys, they laughed at themselves. They said, ha ha ha, we almost fell for it again. It's okay. Vic is definitely going home. We'll tell her she's going home. So they confirmed that Tara's staying. They confirmed that Vic is going, but they don't do it with Tara and Tina in the room.
Yeah. So yeah, they make them leave, and it's super awkward. They're like, can you guys? We need to talk. What I think what it said is, can we talk? Can we just talk real quick? And Tara's like, sure. Like without you here, with me. And then Tina's like, do I need to leave too? And they're like, yeah, both of you leave. So we can talk. And so as soon as they leave, Jet's just like, I'm the most flippy floppy person in this game. I change my mind after every conversation. Vic needs to go. Well, we're not going to get rid of her. And Kiefer's like, I completely agree. And they're all like, well, we were almost crying listening to Tara talk about her brother. We're just being soft. Vic needs to go. And Beth's like, yeah, we keep forgetting the original reasons why we wanted her out in the first place. Like, yeah. And
why couldn't they have had this conversation and Tina and Tara? I am just so annoyed right now.
Yeah. Beth like jumps up on the bench. She's like, Vic is going. We're making a final decision here. And then they continue to talk about it for another half hour. The thing is, she doesn't know that we actually have Tina. Tina and Tara are not coming for us. They're going for Ro. Everyone's going for Ro. Vic needs to go.
Meanwhile, in the Expedia room, Tina and Tara are talking about how much they hate the trio and how insecure they are.
God damn it. What do we want?
Because they dismissed
Yes, exactly. Tina and Tara are talking in the Expedia room. Ro comes in to study with them. And Tara's like, I love you, but I can't be seen with you right now. That they were interrogating me about why I'm not working with you, and trying to I can't be seen with you right now, but no, don't worry, we're still good. He's like, oh, I get it. Let's try and like
Yeah, let's end here.
because I think
Next episode 2 on. For now, thank you for watching.